All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Dillard Media here, Juneteenth GVL coming up this week. So excited to be talking to today. Who are we talking to?
Pastor Stacey Mills, Mountain View Baptist Church here in Greenville.
And we're talking about a partnership. We're talking about housing. What will you be bringing concerning this that's coming up next week? What is your job for this?
I think one of the most special things about the Greenville community is the fact that people love where they're from.
Yes.
And when you think about the impact in the city of Greenville today,
yes,
with all of the developments in downtown, with business and neighborhoods transforming, streets being closed, people coming home and seeing their old neighborhood just change.
Yes, sir.
What's happening in the Newtown community and Southern Side really kind of freeze frames all of that change and gives us an opportunity to redevelop and have somewhat of a homecoming for people who are familiar with Newtown. And of course, there are all the bedroom communities of the city of Greenville that everybody loves to shout out.
Yes.
But when we really think about ownership and being able to support and love where you're from, I'm thankful for the congregation at Mountain View Baptist Church who 29 years ago started purchasing property around our church before anything started being developed on Main Street or Swamp Rabbit Trail or even a Unity Park. There was the Mountain View Real Estate Development Project that was taking place.
Yes, sir.
That has evolved into the Parish House Community Development Corporation, a subsidiary of the church. And we're happy to partner with Juneteenth GVL in this way to really control the narrative.
Oh, yeah.
It is our people purchasing property, beginning to make a difference, and welcoming people home. We love the idea of generational wealth being transferred through home ownership, and that's our primary contribution to this discussion.
Pastor Mills, absolutely love what you're doing. Thank God for you spearheading this and bringing attention to this. Listen, everybody wants to live where they want to live.
Right.
We are the story. And so it shouldn't be just one sector of people living where they want to live, but we all should be able to live where we want to live and own where we live.
And be happy.
Be happy.
I mean, when you walk out your door and you turn around and you look at your neighborhood and you see people, your neighbors, that your children are growing up in peace and growing up in spaces where they're able to be comfortable and safe, but not only physically safe, emotionally and mentally safe.
Absolutely.
They don't have to become someone that they're not in order to fit into their neighborhood.
That's right.
We're really hopeful to see that narrative be what it's supposed to be around really a legacy neighborhood.
Yes.
Dr. John Henry Smith, the senior pastor of Mountain View Baptist Church, until his death in the 80s. He just died just shy of his 100th birthday.
Wow.
His grandnephew, Pastor Donald Ray Smith, followed him.
Yes, sir.
And then I began my tenure in 1997, following those two great men and their leadership. And it's really about building on the legacy of great leaders who have gone before us. What I am convinced of, Bishop, is that I am writing the chapter that is mine.
Come on.
Someone wrote the chapter that was before that.
Yeah.
And then someone will write the chapter that comes after me.
Absolutely.
And so 29 years has been amazing to watch Greenville change, watch people change, to watch our congregation grow, and really see the change in the dynamics of families.
Yes.
And home ownership is one of those things that brings us back together. I do want to say before we conclude, don't sell grandma's house.
Come on.
You've got to think about how to package that information for the next generation. We've seen that happen too many times. And then families sell property that they are not able to then go buy a new property for the amount that they sold their old property.
Absolutely.
That's just the way the market has right-sized itself. But now is the time. We've got some great interest rates and we've got great opportunities to get mortgage products into the hands of those people who are preparing for next generational wealth building activities for their family.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Christopher Dillard is a product of Southern Side.
Yes, sir.
That's where I grew up. That's where I was raised, Washington Street, Echo Street. So I'm a product of that. And so I'm just happy about what Pastor Mills is doing.
You got to throw West Washington Street in there, Bishop.
West Washington Street. Absolutely. Southern Side. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you again very soon. Pastor Mills,
Take care,
Greenville,
everybody.
South Carolina, Mountain View Baptist Church.